What's up guys, Camille here with Diesel Resource. I'm sitting here with the 2019 Ram 3500 that we actually just had the chance to drive downhill. We're going to be taking it back up in just a couple minutes here, but I wanted to take the time and show you guys some of the cool features about this new truck. So the new Limiteds have, I mean, they're majestic. I mean, they have so many features that you just wouldn't even imagine would be on a pickup truck, you know, even just a couple years ago. But we're going to start off just to, you know, check it out. When you open the doors, they actually have these built-in power steps. So if you want to do those, if you've always wanted those on your truck, you don't even have to buy the amp steps or anything anymore. They have these built in. We're going to take a look at a couple things. As you can see, power seating over here, or the power seats. They have a brand new compartment. I actually think this is really sweet how it opens up. It kind of slides in rather than, you know, opening up. There's kind of like a little cubby right there where you can store stuff. Same storage down here. Everything's lined. It almost feels like a velvety lining back there. You can see the custom stitching all around the cab. I mean, with the seats, everything. Something that's really cool about these new trucks is their brand new 12-inch Uconnect display. So if you can see, this display is actually split up into two different sections right now. We have navigation up top, and then on the bottom we're actually listening to Sirius XM right now. And not only did it get, you know, a brand new screen that's available on some of the higher end models, but it also got a brand new sound system. So before they were using an Alpine sound system, and now they're actually using the Harman Kardon sound. If you want to take a look at some of the speakers, Brendan, let's show them the speakers. So that's really, really sharp. I mean, they sound fantastic too. We're gonna play a little bit of music on our way back up so you can listen to it. Just make sure you stay tuned. We got some tweeters up here in the doors as well. That's pretty neat. So a brand new dash, there's some speakers up there too. And I'm actually gonna hop around on the other side of the truck and kind of go over more detail from that side. So with these trucks, they also got a whole new, I mean, dash and gauge layout. So if you come over here and take a look at the gauges, all the gauges were redesigned. You still have, you know, your fuel gauge over there. You got RPM, speed. We got boost over there. And then you can actually flip through the screens and take a look at whatever you want to know about your truck. So something that's really cool about these trucks is, I don't think this one has it hooked up, but the last truck we were driving, it actually had the trailer tire pressure available for us to look at. And they also have an available auxiliary camera that you can hook up to the trailer, you're towing or behind the trailer or even inside. So you can take a look at your precious cargo. So here we have just some, you know, the gauge summary gives you a bunch of different temps. Something that's really, really cool about these new Ram trucks is they have the built-in, a brand new cruise control mode, adaptive cruise control, which is actually gonna, when you're driving, it's going to kind of, it's kind of like smart cruise control. So when you're pulling up to a vehicle, it's actually going to slow you down. So it's definitely a convenience factor, and it's definitely a big safety feature that these trucks feature. And not only does it work when you are driving the truck regularly, but also when you're pulling a trailer, which is huge. So now let's go over some of the things in the back. So the crew cab or the mega cab is still going to be the only truck that's going to have the reclining seats. And we're actually in a crew cab right now, but as you can see, I mean, there's still a ton of room. I'm actually gonna pull those seats up so you guys can see. So these seats will lift up, which will allow you to actually have one flat platform back here, which is something I think is really cool. The mega cabs do this as well. It's just a higher platform, but it's a flat storage space if you wanted to keep anything here. There's actually a hole cut out for your cup holders, which I think is pretty sweet too. Rear air is also available. You got 2 USB and USB-C plugins, I believe, back here, and an extra outlet. So that's really convenient. And Ram definitely spares no expense when it comes to, you know, using premium materials. I mean, just take a look at the stitching on the leather. I think something really cool I just noticed, if you look at the bottom of the seats, the underside, there's actually lights down there. So at nighttime you can, you know, more easily see what's going on underneath you. If you're looking, I know a lot of times I put my shoes back there or something in my personal truck, so that's definitely a big help. And then there's also really cool, and you can go ahead and open yours up, Brennan, there's a little strap holding it. But there's actually storage underneath the seats too. It's closest towards you, yep, little strap. Oh, so this one's actually got it looks like a sub built back in here. So the other side is storage, and then you have an additional speaker. So that's really neat. But let's take a look at some of the features of the outside of the truck next, so meet me up front. So if you guys take a look, they got a brand new grille that they're featuring on these trucks. I mean, it's about as big rig as it gets. I mean, these trucks just look massive. And I believe there's some improvements with airflow as well for the performance aspect. But if you take a look and you come a little bit closer, this Cummins engine is probably the most quiet Cummins I've ever heard. I mean, you could barely even tell it's a diesel from up close. Let's take a look at what's going on over here. So with the Cummins trucks, there's actually going to be 2 different motors that are available. For the dualies equipped with the Aisin transmission, those are actually capable of 400 horsepower and 1,000 pounds of torque. For other models in the 2500s, I believe it's going to be 385 horsepower with 850 torque. So there's definitely a big improvement over, you know, last year's 4th gen Rams. But wow, what a difference. I mean, this thing is just so quiet. And that brings me to another point too. These trucks, I mean, they use a different type of glass and material to purposefully make it extremely quiet on the interior as well. So Ram really did a nice job putting these things together on the inside and the out. They have a couple different variation of headlights. So these are going to be your LED projectors. Then they also have LED reflector headlights, and then also regular halogen reflector headlights. So as you can see, this is a nicer trim. It's a limited, so it's going to have the Mac Daddy headlights on it. And then these trucks also have a bunch of different camera views, quite a few different features. We're going to try and make a video specifically about the new features. Just stay with us, stay tuned, and we'll give you more information. If you have any more questions about these trucks, if there's anything you want to know, leave us a comment. We're going to try our best to figure it out, and you know, if we don't know it right away, we'll try and figure it out for you and write you back. But if you like what you're seeing, make sure you follow us on Diesel Resource on Instagram and Facebook at Diesel Resource, and subscribe to our channel.